All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Makar Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in sincerity and truth across the four corners of the earth. And I just wanted to come back with another quick lesson. All right, pursuant to that Jeremiah 50 and 33. All right, Judah, and Ephraim being oppressed together, man. All right, and the hell, all right, that Trump is putting on you, so-called Latins, all right, which make up the northern kingdom of the nation of Israel. Okay, you so-called, Latinos, Cubans, whatever, a branch of Latino or whatever you call yourself, man. All right, you are of the children of Israel, all right, of the nation of Israel, man. All right, and the reason, one of the reasons that that the Latinos are Israelites is because they're being oppressed just like the Negroes, man. All right, and once again, that Jeremiah 50 and 33, all right, the children of Judah and Ephraim were oppressed together, all right, and their captors refused to let them go. I'm roughly paraphrasing it, all right, but this shows it, man. All right, and I'm gonna get into this article. All right, I saw it on RT News. All right, the title of it is "No Borders, No Country." Trump digs in on immigration, says Democrats want illegals to infest U.S. All right, and this is you Latins, all right, you Israelites, okay. All right, it says President Donald Trump doubled down on his tough immigration rhetoric, vowing to keep arresting illegal immigrants and blaming Democrats for wanting illegal immigrants to pour in as their potential voters. All right. It says Trump's Monday morning tweets come amid a growing backlash over his administration's zero tolerance immigration policy. All right. So they don't want y'all in here, man. All right. The scriptures say, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. All right. The Israelites are the undesirables in this world, in this country right now. All right. You Negroes, you know that. All right, but the Most High is starting to, show you Latins more and more, man. All right, the so-called white man don't fucking like you, man. Just like he don't like Negroes, man. They don't fuck with y'all, man. Excuse my language, but they despise you. You are considered an undesirable, man. All right, because when you go back up in this article, Trump used the term infest, man. All right, you ever heard like you say a house is infested with roaches? Like that's how they look at y'all, man, like a disease or a plague, man. All right, the scriptures say that Esau has a perpetual hatred, all right, for Jacob and the sons of Jacob, man. All right, and this is hate because in all actuality, the northern kingdom was here first. You so-called Native and Seminole Indians, all right, you Puerto Ricans, you Cubans, all you of those that make up the northern kingdom. Y'all was over here first, and now they kicking you out of your own shit, right? So that's hatred, man. It says, where did I leave off? The policy has seen every illegal border jumper, all right, another byword, criminally prosecuted, and almost 2,000 children separated from their parents in the last 2 months as the parents await trial. Now, what does that remind you of? All right, and this is for all you niggas out there that be saying the Latins, all right, the so-called Latins are not Israelites. What does that remind you of? All right, this damn so-called white man separating the parents from the children. The same thing that happened to Judah, Benjamin, and Levi in that hardcore slavery, man. That's a tactic of the so-called white man to separate the children from the parent, man. So how, if the same things that was prophesied that was going to happen to the southern kingdom is happening to the northern kingdom, which you all don't believe that's the northern kingdom, who are they? Why is this happening to these so-called Latins? All right. It says, but Trump has defended his policy by tweeting, if you don't have borders, you don't have a country. All right. This is bullshit. The president also accused illegal immigrants of endangering the lives of their children by sending them unaccompanied to the U.S. And, the joy of the hypocrite lasts for only a moment, man. Like America gives a fuck about children, man. It says there are currently 12,000 children in custody of the Department of Health and Human Services. Of these, 10,000 were sent across the border unaccompanied, according to Homeland Security. Christian Nielsen. And this is another tweet, all right, by DJ Trump. We must also arrest people coming into our country illegally. Of the 12,000 children, 10,000 are being sent by their parents on a very dangerous trip, and only 2,000 are with their parents, many of whom have tried to enter our country illegally on numerous occasions. All right, which is more just, Trump blowing smoke up your ass, man. All right, like he cares about the children. Oh, they're in danger, man. All right, look at Jake in these ghettos, man. Look at Gad and them over there on the reservations, man. Why don't y'all intervene there, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, this how you know who the Edomites is, through the process of elimination, man. Because anybody, with any type of spiritual eye can see through this, man. All you doing is blowing smoke up your ass, man. Oh, it's about the children. It's about the children. Come on, man. Hey, Esau's a clown, man. All right, it says the Trump administration blames previous administrations for lax border laws. See, it's about to get into the real thing. It's politics, that entice immigrants to come to the United States, and also for a 2008 law that allows children to be taken into custody by HHS. We are not the ones responsible for creating this problem, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said. We've inherited it, but we're the first administration stepping up and trying to fix it, all right? And once again, man, it's just all bullshit, because you so-called white people, y'all the immigrants. Y'all are vagabonds upon the earth. You the immigrants. Everywhere you go, you're not welcome, man. Says in another tweet Tuesday, Trump accused Democrats of letting illegal immigrants, including gang members. All right, and that's another thing. That's that byword. And when you first think of gang members, all right, you think of the Southern Kingdom. You think of niggas and shit. All right, so why is that byword being used on them if they're not the Israelites? All right, it says pour into and infest the U.S. to court their votes. All right, niggas don't vote like that anyway, man. Democrats are the problem, he proclaimed. They don't care about crime and want illegal immigrants, no matter how bad they may be, to pour into and infest our country like MS-13, which is a so-called Latin gang, all right? But America is the biggest fucking gang on the planet, man. Nobody does more gang shit than America. Nobody rides harder than America as far as weaponry, all right, killing, all that shit. But y'all don't want gang members in your country, all right? They can't wait. It's like they can't win on their terrible policies, so they view them as potential voters. All right. It says, since the Trump administration's zero tolerance policy was debuted over a month ago, the number of people in detention centers has risen and backlogs have built up in courts. All right. And who is that targeted towards? Jake. All right. With children detained for longer, HHS announced last week that it will build a tent city near El Paso, Texas, to handle the overflow. All right, which is nothing more than a damn reservation. All right, the growing crowds at these detention centers have thrust Trump's immigration policy into the spotlight, and he has faced calls to end the separation of families from Democrats, Republicans, celebrities, and commentators, many of whom were silent while the Obama administration did the same thing. All right, and who cares? Because Obama's not an Israelite anyway. All right, see, that's where they get you. They niggas that you 2/3 niggas that read this, they're like, well, look, Obama did the same thing. All right, but Obama's just a Hamite. He's a heathen too. Give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Them Hamites don't like you. If you a Negro, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian, you're an Israelite. They don't fuck with you either. That's why Obama did nothing for you. All right. It says a recent Quinnipiac University poll, for pronouncing that wrong, shows that 2/3 of Americans oppose the family separation policy. Despite these results and the media outcry, President Trump is enjoying higher approval ratings than ever before. A Gallup poll puts Trump's approval rating at 45%, the highest rating since his first week in office, and par with Obama's approval rating at the same point of his presidency. Another Rasmussen poll puts his approval at 48%. All right, which means absolutely nothing. Okay, but the point of the video is to show that the so-called Latins, y'all are the Israelites, All right, just like you Negroes is the Israelites, man, because we all being oppressed in the same way, man. You know what I mean? These so-called white people hate you Latins and you Native Americans, and they've shown it, and they hate you niggas, and they continue to show it. You know, I mean, continue to show it on both the northern and the southern kingdom. All right. So going to that Jeremiah 50 and 33. All right, the children of Judah and Ephraim are oppressed together. We are all being oppressed together. All right. So I hope that video was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.